Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today's video is such a doozy. The Sephora sale is coming up again. So I went through all of my absolute favorites and I pretty much just picked out all of the items that are in my collection that I got from Sephora that I think are worth the money, or just like some really fun products that I don't think you necessarily need in your collection, but they're very nice. I really like them, and if you can get them at a discount, you really might as well. So I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new here, hi, my name's Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I'd love it if you like and subscribed if you aren't already. With that being said, let's just hop into it. It is actually like 9 o'clock at night. So I'm working with box lights. It's completely dark outside, and I hope the lighting is okay. I'm going to dump out this bag onto my bed just so I can see everything that's in here and maybe go in a little bit better of an order here. I tried to stick with products that were favorites that you could only get at Sephora or the brand's website. Some of the products that I have that are high end you can also get at Ulta, and I think Ulta has generally like a better reward system. We're gonna do makeup first and then we'll go into like miscellaneous skincare, hair care. I have no primers, mostly because for me, I don't wear primers a ton, and if I do, like, I don't know if they make a ton of difference for me, and just generally, like, I usually just moisturize my skin or put on sunscreen and call that good. Like, I don't typically go in with a specific primer, but if you are looking for one, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum does a great job of like slightly mattifying my skin while also creating that like longevity and prepping my skin so that my face doesn't feel super oily throughout the day. I feel like whenever I do wear this, my makeup always sits really well on top of it and always lasts a really long time without making my face feel like a grease ball towards the end of the day. Even with my more glowy foundations, like this does a really good job of keeping those oils at bay. So if you're also oily like me, I highly recommend. This is such a great primer serum, and the texture of it is so lightweight that I feel like it just absorbs and sinks in so nicely and sits so smoothly. For foundation, I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is a pricey foundation. I have the mini size of it, and I believe the mini size of it is still like $48, but it is really good. I have mine in the shade 6, which is described as like a medium olive, I believe. This foundation actually looks so good on the skin. This is a perfect match for me in the summer when I'm a little bit more tan. Right now it's a little bit too light, but it actually smooths out your skin. It's a really good amount of coverage as well, and there's a reason why it's kind of like a cult favorite. It's just one of the most reliable foundations I've ever had. It looks great even after several hours on my skin, and like I get oily. I'm not sure how much I can stress this. Like I get oily, and this does not feel super oily throughout the day. So even though it's described as like the perfect glow flawless foundation, I do feel like this sits really nicely on my skin. If you can get a little bit of a discount on it, I would definitely recommend this. It's just one of like the best, most reliable foundations I have in my collection, especially if you're looking for something that's a little bit more high coverage. I feel like a lot of my foundations are more skin tint level, but if you're looking for something for like a little bit more glam or just want a little bit of a higher coverage, this is fantastic. I have two concealer recommendations here. The first one is the Refi concealer. I have mine in the shade 10. I actually really like this concealer for something that's like super lightweight, super minimal, just like your no makeup days. I feel like the texture of this is super liquidy, not liquidy as in it's gonna like fall, drip down to your face, but it is liquidy enough where I feel like it absorbs and like blends in so smoothly that it's undetectable. The first time that I used this, I was like, oh, it's separated. It literally says on the cap, shake before use, so just make sure to do that. I did not, and I was like, what is happening? This is a brand new concealer. So just be mindful of that, you know, read the instructions that are there. And the one thing I will say about this that I dislike is that I broke the cap somehow. Maybe I twisted it too hard, but I find that with a lot of these, like some of these caps, I always just break, and it's only like some components, because I've had the Tower 28 one for longer and I've put the Tower 28 concealer through way more, and this one is fine. The cap is like a little bit finicky, and I'm not happy that the cap broke, but the product itself is super nice, super lightweight. I also really like the doe foot of the Refi one. I feel like it just hugs your eye really nicely, and it has a nice like angle to it so you can get really close in there. Another favorite concealer, I'm sure you guys are so sick of me hearing, or I'm so sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about the Tower 28 concealer. I have mine in the shade MDR, but this is really just like the best concealer. This is currently in my project pan, so I'm actually trying to finish it up, mostly because I've had this for quite a while and, you know, I'm getting close to using it up, but this concealer is beautiful. It sits under your eyes so well. It's a good medium coverage. The shade MDR is actually a really good shade match for me, and it does a great job of covering your under eyes and acne marks without looking too texture enhancing, without drying out my under eyes. It's just really a great versatile concealer that, you know, I can use all over the face and it looks stunning always. I've talked about this a lot. It's probably my favorite concealer that I have in my collection, and it's just so good. And whenever I do end up going through more concealers in my collection, I do feel like I would reach for this again and like rebuy it, because it's so good, it's so reliable, and it's so easy to work with, so easy to blend out. You really don't have to try too hard with it, and it's like that perfect gel consistency where it smooths over everything so nicely. Highly recommend this. I think it's a great concealer, and you know, there's very little that I've tried from Tower 28 that I don't like, but this is one that I like love. I have one bronzer here. This is from Say. This is their Dew Bronze, and I have mine in the shade Salt, which is a little bit more of a cooler toned shade. I really like this. This has like a really big doe foot applicator. It's the same doe foot applicator as their Dew blushes, and this shade is just like a perfect neutral tone for me. I think this blends out so nicely. It also is not super intense and super pigmented, so you can sheer it out really nicely. It blends very smoothly as well. And for me, I love something that I can just apply directly to my face without having to worry about picking up foundation underneath. And I don't find that this does this. I just put a couple of dots on my face and it blends out, and it leaves a really pretty, not like dewy finish, but a little bit more of a shiny finish than like a matte. But I still feel like it works so well for me, and it's so easy to use. Because of my skin tone, I find that a lot of bronzers tend to be like orange on me. So I tend to look for more neutral, cooler toned leaning shades, and this just is like the perfect happy medium. It blends out nicely and it's easy to work with, and that's all I can really ask from a product. So Say Dew Bronze in the shade Salt is a great option for that. I have two different blushes here. This first one is from CL. This is the Blush and Protect SPF 50. This one is in the shade June, which is not my like most favorite shade of blush that I have, but it is really pretty. It's this deeper kind of like brownish red toned blush. The thing that I really like about this is that it has SPF 50 in here, and it just blends out so nicely. It's nice to have a little bit of that added protection because, you know, in my line of work, I am almost always just outside, like in a jungle, and I wear sunscreen normally, but it's always nice to have a little bit extra coverage, and I feel like this is just a great option. It does blend out so smoothly. It's just a great option, and I really like it. And I want to try more from CL, to be honest. I think they have like a concealer that also looks really nice that I want to try, but I'm not in the market for a concealer right now. And the other product that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Tower 28 Beach Please Cream Blush. This one is in the shade Power Hour. Again, the Tower 28 blushes, bronzers, all of their like cheek products are fantastic. The shade Power Hour is like a really pretty deeper leaning red like sunburnt blush shade for me. It's just so pretty. It blends out super easily. These are much more dewy and much more emollient, so they're not the longest lasting cream blush out there, but they're super easy to work with. They stay relatively well for being an emollient blush, and they're pigmented. Like you can really pack on a punch with those, but that shade is stunning and it's easy to work with. I love these. Like the Tower 28 cream formula is also one of just my favorite formulas. I have their contour in this formula. I have their bronzer in this formula, like their blush, obviously. It's just so good. I find myself never being like upset when I pick up a Tower 28 blush, it always just turns out so well. The next product I have here is a brow gel. Oh my god, my voice is just like going away. I'm hoping that the mic is picking it up and it's not too bad, but I love my Kosas Airbrow. This is like the one brow gel that has really just like stuck with me that I've repurchased because I love the way this makes my brows look. It is so easy to use. It like fluffs my brows up and perfectly tints them without going overboard, without having to like be super careful about where I place the brush. It's just a great brow gel. I don't like their clear brow gel very much. I find that the clear brow gel just doesn't hold up my brows like at all, but this one does hold up my brows and it like tints them just the perfect amount. So this is like my holy grail brow gel. I will keep coming back to this. It's really good and I really like it and I highly recommend. I have a couple of different lip products here. One is just like a gloss range. This is from Tower 28. These are their Shine On Lip Jellies. I have several shades. I have the shades Pistachio, which is this really pretty milky pink color. I have this Way collab that's pretty much clear, but the shade name is Chill in the Bards, and this has like Way's signature scent to it. It smells so good, but again, it's just like a clear gloss. I have the shade Magic, which is a clear gloss that has some gold shimmers in here, also stunning. And I have the shade Spicy, which is my favorite out of all of the ones that I have here. Spicy is the one that I've used the absolute most. It just has this pretty, like stunning, perfectly pigmented tint. The formula is non-sticky and the tint of it is great and it's so comfortable on the lips, and they're pretty affordable for being like Sephora prices. I believe they're around $16, and they usually do like Sephora fave sets with some sort of Tower 28 gloss in them, but they're so good. All of them besides the Way one are unscented, so they do have like a slight, I don't want to say, I guess they have like a slight Play-Doh scent, but honestly, you don't notice it when they're like on the lips. It's just stunning, super shiny. They're just a great formula. I love them. There's a reason why I have 4 of them. They're just amazing and I love wearing them. The other lip product I have here is from Makeup by Mario. This is their Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. I have mine in the shade Cherry. I think this is also stunning. It has a great gloss to the lips. It's a little bit plumping, but nothing like major. The tint of this is also really, really pretty. The one thing I will say is that you can't roll the packaging back down. So just be careful when you're like rolling it up, don't over apply. I think this shade is stunning. It's easy enough to apply that you don't have to use a mirror to apply it. And it's just a beautiful color. I want to get more of these, but again, my collection is way too big for me right now. And I definitely should not be buying more, but the formula is really good. I do really like it. It does have a slight tingling feeling, but nothing overpowering. And they're honestly pretty comfortable on the lips for the tingliness. I don't usually like that, but like look at how glossy my lips are now. They're just a stunning formula. Really like these. I have a couple of non-makeup-y things here. 2 of them are fragrances, and I have one hair care favorite and a skincare favorite. Let's do the fragrances first, just because I have them in my hand. This first one is a hair and body fragrance mist from Fleur. This is in the dragon fruit scent, and it is very fruity. Like it is definitely fruity, summery. I honestly like the bottle of it. It is definitely cheaper than their like Fleur perfumes, but same kind of aesthetic, I guess. I just really like fruity scents that remind me of summer, and I really like this one. And it's just, you know, it's a hair and body mist. It's supposed to be like fun and flirty, and I feel like that's exactly what this is. It's definitely, I wouldn't say it's like a sophisticated body fragrance at all. It's giving like maybe a little bit Bath and Body Works, but you know, sometimes that's what I want. And I think this is a great scent. I really like it. It's pretty affordable, like to begin with. I think it's around $20, maybe $30 if I'm remembering correctly. So if you're just looking for like a fun hair and body fragrance, I do like this Fleur one. And another perfume that I really like is this one from Merit. This is their retrospect perfume, potentially. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But this is like my perfect everyday scent, to be honest. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit warm. I love the bottle of this. Like it is just It is beautiful. It's a work of art in my opinion. It screams like a little bit more fall-y to me, but it has the perfect scent combination. Like truly probably my favorite everyday scent. My other favorite scent is the Replica Coffee Break, but that's a little bit more of like a nighttime scent in my opinion, whereas this is like, I will wear this to work every day. The next thing I have here is this from Paula's Choice. I almost said Bioma for some reason. I'm so tired. The next thing I have here is this from Paula's Choice. This is the Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. I had this for a while in my collection, loved it, started using other products and like forgot about this, brought this back into my life and started using it again. And I have noticed such a massive difference in the sebaceous filaments around my nose. Again, my skin is very oily. I get clogged pores really easily. I'm very acne prone. I feel like this has just made such a massive difference in my skin and my skincare routine. And I feel like I need it in my collection and I can't go without it anymore. So I love this. I'm glad I have this back in my collection. I don't use this every single day. I try to like do every other day because I don't want to be stripping my skin barrier, but like I've noticed such a huge difference in the size of my pores and my sebaceous filaments. So love her. She's going to stay in my collection for a very long time. Something else that's going to stay in my collection for a very long time. I'm sure you guys are so sick of hearing me say this, but Tara 28 SOS spray. I can't live without it. It's so good. It's so good. My skin has never felt better from just like spraying this once, twice a day. My skin is so acne prone and I have a habit of like touching my face, and this just like kills all of the bacteria on your face that causes acne. It's so good. I know this is supposed to be more for like eczema relief as well. I haven't been using this for that. Like I've almost exclusively been using it for preventing acne, and it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. I've noticed so many less like hormonal acne, and I don't get those like under the skin deep painful acne anymore, or it's very rare that I do. And when I do get acne, it's usually very like surface level, like whiteheads, and those I can live with, but like the under the skin ones are so painful. And this is just, it honestly saved my skin. And I love it, and I'll keep buying it, and I will be picking up the jumbo size refill again during this upcoming Sephora sale. It's just a holy grail in my routine. Never getting rid of it. Like I'm not even interested in trying any other hypochlorous acid anymore because it's just so good. It's so good. This is like my holy grail. And the last thing I have here is a hair product. This is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling Cream. I actually do really like this. This smells phenomenal. I love the way this smells so much. I love Day's like signature scent. I feel like this does a really great job of just keeping my hairs like tucked away, and it doesn't leave any weird white casts in my hair, especially when I do some sort of like slicked back ponytail type of look. I don't think this has like the absolute strongest hold for when I'm like trying to pull back my baby hairs, or not my baby hairs, like my bangs. It definitely won't keep your bangs in a ponytail if they like can't reach the ponytail, you know, but it does a great job of smoothing all of the rest of my hair and like baby hairs and flyaways and stuff like that. So this is a great product, really like it. That is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Sephora recommendations video. These are just products that I really like and have really liked for a really long time, and probably going to continue liking because I've been buying less and just using the same products over and over again, and these are them. Like these are the products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.